morning and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Amelia Marquez. In tonight's news, a portion of Coffee County Jail is on lockdown after a disturbance by several inmates Tuesday night. Grundy County detectives have enlisted the help of the TBI after a hunter was killed Sunday near Altamont. Opioid drug overdoses are on the rise in Tennessee. And Motlow College's new president and Arnold Air Force Base's new commander were honored by the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen Monday night. And we'll speak with the Tullahoma Fire Chief about National Fire Prevention Week. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is worth the short drive for savings that can't be beat. Take home this 2015 Chevy Equinox, 0 down, just $299 a month. Or how about this 2015 Chevy Silverado Double Cab, 0 down, just $369 a month. And as always, we will match or beat any dealer's price. So come check us out or visit us online at stanmcnabb.com. But please don't forget, when it comes to the best deals, if anyone can, Stan can.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. A disturbance by inmates in one of the pods at the Coffee County Jail was quickly quelled by sheriff's deputies and Manchester police officers Tuesday night after some of the prisoners refused to lock down. Sheriff Steve Graves said that some of the inmates wanted to fight correction officers and were throwing items such as serving trays, mop buckets, and mop carts. Graves said an officer was able to use a stinger ball grenade to control the inmates. The entire incident only lasted about 5 minutes. The area of the jail where this incident occurred is now on lockdown for the remainder of the week. Charges are pending against several of the inmates involved.
Grundy County detectives, along with the TBI, are probing a fatal shooting that happened while 2 men were hunting Sunday near Altamont. The shooting happened about a mile north of the county seat. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation spokesman Josh Devine said 44-year-old Chadwick Killian died of injuries sustained in a wooded area adjacent to 920 North Cut Road in Altamont. Grundy County Sheriff Clint Schrum said Killian had a gunshot wound to his upper body. Sheriff Schrum also said a man with Killian told deputies that the shooting was the result of a hunting accident, but not all the facts add up. So he requested help from the TBI. Devine said the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, the Sheriff's Office, and the 12th Judicial District Attorney General's Office are actively investigating the incident.
The Chattanooga Times Free Press says that according to the Tennessee Department of Health, 1,263 Tennesseans died in 2014 from opioid overdoses, despite measures designed to stop the addiction. In 2014, the state saw 97 more deaths caused by opioid overdoses than in 2013. According to the report, more people died from opioid overdoses in 2014 than from car accidents or by gunshots. David Reagan, the Health Department's chief medical officer, said the highest frequency of overdose deaths are found in men and women aged 45 to 55. Reagan also said that most people who become addicted to opioids don't do it with the intention of becoming addicted. Opioids are found in prescription painkillers such as hydrocodone and oxycodone, which are easily attainable illegally. Hydrocodone, according to the report, can cost between $5 to $7 per pill, while one pill of oxycodone ranges from $30 to $40.
To combat the high death rates, several legislative measures designed to stem addiction have been passed. In 2012, the state began new oversight over pain management clinics and started to expand the information tracked by its controlled substance database, the paper reports. Starting in July, Tennessee will require chief medical officers of pain clinics to be pain specialists.
Tullahoma High School senior Abby Jennings is this month's honorary alderman. Let's watch as she was introduced at Monday night's board meeting.
You see, Mr. Mathis and the rest of the board, that we have a new face with us this evening. Mr. Mathis, would you like to introduce our honorary alderman?
Sure would. Miss Abby Jennings, a senior at Tullahoma High School. Abby is involved in many things at our school. She plays not only on the volleyball team, she has played girls basketball, and she's also a starter on volleyball and starter on softball team. Very gritty young lady, will get after you in a heartbeat. One of those individuals when you see walking down the hall, most of the time it's always with a smile. One of those that will be able to do exactly what she wants to do of her choosing. Glad to have you here, and you'll do well, my young lady.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay.
Well, Ms. Jennings, one of the rules that we have here is that when your name is called, you have an opportunity to defend yourself. Although he said some pretty nice things. Anything that you'd like to add?
That I'm just glad to be here tonight, and I hope it's going to be fun.
We do too. There's one other thing, by the way. Abby, her freshman year at Tullahoma High School, was crowned Miss Tullahoma.
All right.
So she up there with the pen, she just doesn't know.
Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. Dr. Anthony Kinkle, the new president of Motlow State Community College, was recognized Monday night by the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen. Let's watch a portion of his comments.
Mayor and members of the council, I'm as the colonel, and I look forward. It's the first time I've met the colonel, so look forward to working with you, sir. Mr. Chairman and members, I feel at home here. My father was a city council person in the little town I grew up in and became mayor, and I kind of followed his footsteps and went on to become a senator. And so I have a special appreciation for anybody that serves the public. I always thought local government was even harder than what we did at the state level, and so I really appreciate being here. I do want to introduce my wife and son, and like the colonel, we've made Tullahoma. My wife Melva is here with me. Melva, can you stand? and my son Kellen, who's in a 9th grader back here. Kellen, can you stand? He plays in the band, soccer, and he loves Tullahoma. I do want to also quickly acknowledge being a former senator, I'm so pleased to see our senator here today. And Senator, thank you for the Tennessee Promise and all that you're doing. That's what brought me here, frankly, is Tennessee's a leader in the community college movement, Senator, and we sure appreciate your support of that. As you probably read the headlines, Motlow is the fastest growing college in the entire state. That includes 2 or 4 years. And I can't claim any credit for that. I didn't start until August, but there is someone in here that deserves a lot of credit for that. That's Dr. Glass. Where is he? He was here earlier. Is Frank still here? Okay, he's retired now. He's probably back on the golf course already. Hey, but Frank, and of course, Mary Lou Apple just left a wonderful college. We thank you so much. This community, I was asked the other day, what do I notice about this college versus the others where I've been president? And I said that I've not noticed just the tremendous support that this community has for its college, and we couldn't be there without our representative on the Board of Regents. And so I want to acknowledge my boss is in the audience, a member of the Tennessee Board of Regents, Fran Markham, who does a great job representing us. You notice how I strategically sat right in front of her, so we're so honored. We love Tullahoma. We love the people. We'll love it even more when we can find a house. We just sold our house in Kansas, and so Melva is anxious to settle down and find a house. We have a special, Mr. Mayor, presentation tonight. We like to honor alum. And we noticed in the paper when I got here that one of our very own alum was elected to the city council. And so it's pretty rare when we do this, but we have an official resolution, if I may, Mr. Mayor,
Absolutely.
if I could read this.
Yes.
And it says here, on behalf of the Tennessee Board of Regents and the state of Tennessee and the Great Seal of the state of Tennessee, this resolution is honoring Ray Noes for his dedication and commitment to the city of Tullahoma and to Motlow State Community College. Whereas Ray Noes was elected as a city of Tullahoma alderman in August of 2015, and whereas he is a proud 1975 graduate of Motlow State Community College. I was 15, by the way, at that age 15. And whereas he has shown a lifelong commitment to excellence in education, having received his associate's degree from Motlow State, his bachelor's degree from Vanderbilt, and his master's from the University of Tennessee, and whereas his commitment to community service as a member of the Tullahoma Noon Rotary Club, where he was a past president and international district governor, member of the First Methodist Church of Tullahoma, prior service on CASA, Trinity Adult Daycare, Lakewood Country Club, UTSI Support Council, Hands-On Science Center, and the Arnold Community Council. And whereas now therefore it be resolved by the Tennessee Board of Regents in the great state of Tennessee and by Motlow State Community College, and hereto by the President, Tony Kinkle, that we commend Ray Noes for his exemplary work and dedication as one of our alums. Congratulations.
The board also recognized Colonel Rodney Tadaro, new commander of Arnold Air Force Base. Let's watch his comments.
First, I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting me here today. It is my privilege to be here in front of all of you. I appreciate very much your support of the base, so thank you for that. You know, I like to say the base really is kind of like a three-legged stool. One of the legs is our workforce, our military, government, civilians, and contractor folks. The other leg, that's two of the legs, and then the other one is the community, right? Our base does not have a lot of the things that many bases have. So our folks live and work and recreate here in the local community. My daughters go to school at Tullahoma and Robert E. Lee, so we're a big part of the Tullahoma community as well. So I thank you for supporting the base, and thank you for inviting me here today. About myself, I've been in the flight test business most of my career. So ground test is kind of a natural follow-on from that. And Arnold is the world premier ground test facility. And so it's an absolute privilege for me to be the commander at Arnold. We've got a lot of things going on right now. We've got some big changes going on in terms of our contract structure that we're working through. We've got some big changes going on in terms of how we've organized ourselves, and we're kind of organizing ourselves more in terms of capabilities now instead of just by divisions. We've got some real changes going on in terms of the amount of modernization funds that will be coming our way in the near future, and making the base even more efficient and able to work faster, which is good because we have a lot of work coming our way. The Department of Defense has recognized that we have for a while not truly funded research and development at the levels we should have. And so the Air Force and the Office of the Secretary of Defense has made a considerable commitment to funding projects at Arnold Air Force Base. So we look forward to those challenges of modernizing our facilities and getting all of that workload through Arnold in a timely manner for our customers. So that's the big things that are going on. I thank you. It's my privilege to be here today, and thank you for supporting Arnold and all that you do for us.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Next week is National Fire Prevention Week across the nation. Jim spoke with Tullahoma Fire Chief Richard Chastain about the Tullahoma Fire Department and what they're doing to prevent fire fatalities.
October the 4th through the 10th nationwide is Fire Prevention Week, and we participate in that as well as all other fire departments in the United States. Our focus this year is Hear the Beat Where You Sleep. And what we're talking about is a fire alarm everywhere you might be sleeping in your home. Some people sleep all over their house, you know, in their living room, on the couch, recliner, bedroom, upstairs, wherever you may be sleeping, you need a smoke alarm to make the noise in case there's a fire. The Tullahoma Fire Department is participating with the Fire Marshal's Office in a program 100 for 100. What that is the fire department is trying to get 100 of these fire alarms installed throughout the city by October 10th. The celebration is the fire marshal has been in service for 100 years this year. So 100 for 100. These are free fire alarms. They're a 10-year alarm. You don't have to replace the battery. We can come out and install them if you live in the city limits, and all you have to do is call the fire station, talk to Richard Steiner, and he'll set you up.
That's a phenomenal program, especially since you guys come out and install.
Absolutely, and we can also, we send trained professionals to your home at no charge. They'll give you advice on fire hazards in your home, how to establish an evacuation route for your family to get out and stay out. They'll help you set up a meeting place and also install these, and while supplies last, we have a free fire extinguisher also. It's a great program. We've been actually doing it since late 2009. We started the program with the Kiwanis Club that just held the 41A Festival.
Right.
Part of their donations come to us to help fund this program in 2009. The Fire Marshal's Office picked it up in 2012 and started doing it statewide. So we had already installed several hundred before the state picked it up.
It's hard for me to imagine that everybody doesn't already have a smoke detector. As much PR has been out there about this and as important as it is, but obviously there are people.
Obviously, because we've even got it on our LED sign in front of the building in big flashing letters, free smoke alarms here. You know, all you got to do is pull in there and get them. We've had 2 structure fires in the last month and a half that started outside or in the garage, and the people were asleep in the home, and neighbors woke them up and got them out. And when we arrived, there were no smoke alarms in the house.
Unbelievable.
And both of them were in the city limits. And if it hadn't been for their neighbors, you know, probably what would have happened? We would have probably had fatalities in that house, because when you go to sleep and then smoke starts building, it puts you in a deeper sleep. most of the time you don't wake up. These fire alarms.
I didn't know that. It makes you sleep more sound.
It actually puts you into a deeper sleep, and it's got carbon monoxide, and you just start getting deeper and deeper and deeper until you don't wake up. These fire alarms reduce the risk by half. You dying in a house fire. I mean, it cuts that risk in half just by having these in your home.
I would imagine it's also a big problem. People that have fire alarms, but they're not maintained, so they might be inoperable.
There are several fatalities a year in homes where they have the fire alarm, but they've removed the battery.
Because it was chirping.
Because it gets to chirp, and it usually does it at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it wakes you up. So you get out and you take the battery out, and you think, well, tomorrow I'll get a new battery, and then you forget about it. And then when you need it, it's not working. Now, the advantage of these are it's a sealed battery, and it's a 10-year battery. And when we install them, we write a date on the outside, due to replace, and we put that year. And that way you can just look up there and see it, and you know, hey, I've got 7 more years, 8 more years, whatever. Right. Now, they still need to test them and clean them, keep them clean, but they don't have to replace the battery.
That number, I guess, is the number they call. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Call fire station. That's fire station number 1. You can talk to whoever answers the phone. If you get an answering machine, please leave a message, because they're out a lot of times putting up these or running emergencies. We run, 1,100 calls a year, plus we're training, plus we're doing installs, planning, pre-planning, all kinds of stuff. So if you get an answering machine, now of course if you have an emergency, 911.
Right.
You call 911. There's always somebody to answer that phone.
Right.
But our phone is just in the office there, and we don't have a secretary, so we're in and out a lot.
Right. We'll be right back in a moment.
Another summer has come and gone, but you can always surf StanMcNabb.com. With over 500 new and used vehicles to choose from, you can shop, apply for credit, value your trade-in, or schedule your service, all from your couch.
So, couch surfing?
I like to call it get the best deal surfing.
Whether it's 100 degrees or 25, you can surf StanMcNabb.com for the best deals in Middle Tennessee.
Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, all the GM brands in one location.
Get Fit for Life Tullahoma. Join the Harton Regional Medical Center and Get Fit Tullahoma Health Fair and Fitness Expo, Saturday, October 31st at Northgate Mall from 9 until noon. Talk to health professionals, free health screenings, and see different types of fitness activities available in our community. This is a fun-filled morning with demonstrations and free information for all ages. Start now and learn to make a change that lasts a lifetime. Visit the Harton Get Fit Tullahoma Health Fair and Fitness Expo, Saturday, October 31st from 9 until noon at Northgate Mall.
Welcome back. The 5-0 Shelbyville Golden Eagles resume action at home Friday night when they take on district rival Lincoln County. Jim spoke with head coach Jason Hardy about how a bye week might affect his team's performance.
We've got to continue to get better. 5-0 to start the season is great. But I can tell you this, we've got a tough road ahead of us in our district. Every game's winnable and every game's losable. So those little things matter, and we're not going to celebrate this victory very long. We've got a bye week, we're going to get better, and we got a tough task. We got 3-game homestand, but it's against 3 really good football teams, and it starts with Lincoln County, who's probably, to me, the biggest surprise of the year in our district.
And you mentioned that you are off this Friday night, but what is your schedule like? I mean, you still practice every day and that sort of thing?
Yeah, we'll give the kids what we're doing. Monday we're going to have a weight room session, a large film session, so correct our mistakes like we do every Monday, but we won't have that varsity practice afterwards. We'll give them that day off. We do have a JV game and a freshman game. Tuesday we're going to take the day completely off. So that gives them 2 extra days where they're not having any contact to heal up. We'll be back on it Wednesday. We'll practice Thursday and Friday. So we'll get 3 normal varsity practices, and we'll do a lot of lifting. We'll do a lot of film work, and we'll get prepared and try to get better each day.
You got to feel pretty good, though. As you mentioned, 5-0 at the midpoint of the season. You can't complain about that.
No, we have lofty goals, and with the TSSAA changing everything up, we knew our schedule was going to be tougher. We knew we had a good team coming back this year, but we also knew there was going to be a tough road. To be 5-0, very happy. But like I said, we're not I know as a team, we know what we got to do, and 5-0 can be 5-5, and we don't want that. We want to continue to build. And you've seen there was a lot of mistakes still to correct. And as a coach, you celebrate that victory on Friday night. Saturday, even on a bye week, we're going to get back to the drawing board and get better. So our kids know that, and we'll work every day.
Oh, to be a high school football coach must be nice, I'm telling you. The pets of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a bonded pair of pugs named Elvis and Prissy. They are brother and sister and must stay together. Elvis and Prissy are up to date on their vaccinations and have been spayed and neutered. They get along well with other dogs and children. Be sure to check out the Tullahoma Shelter on Facebook for upcoming events and fundraisers. Remember, you can help support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For more details about the Tullahoma Animal Shelter, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society featured pet this week is Poppy. She is a mixed breed dog who has been undernourished and with a little TLC will make a great pet. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made at or to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester. Their website is www.coffeehumane.org. Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Time to get fit, Tullahoma, and register for the 3rd annual Bobcat Panther 5K and Family Fun Run and Walk. Saturday, October 24th at Fraser McEwen Park. Register by calling either school or by going to tullahomatn.gov today. You'll be proud to know you're supporting the Tullahoma Middle School's PTO. Calling all alumni. Help your school take the trophy this year by signing up today for the 3rd annual Bobcat Panther 5K.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1941 at 91 degrees. The record low was in 1972 at 37 degrees. Average high on this day is 77 and the average low is 52. Tonight, look for showers in your forecast with a low of around 53. Rain in your forecast for Friday as well with a high of 60 and a low of 51, and a 40% chance of showers in your forecast for Saturday with a high of 62 and a low of 55. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
And from all of us on Newsleader 6, wishes you and your families a fabulous weekend. Thank you.